You kind of think Victor played kind of coming in just on such short notice?
Well, there's one thing I learned this week. We were at Fort Bliss, I believe, on Wednesday, and the general told me his sixth rule of leadership is be ready. And I think that just embodies what Vic stands for. He's always stayed ready. It hasn't always gone his way, but he practices that way. He prepares that way. So when he gets in his moment, he's going to be ready for his opportunities. So I thought that's exactly what he did there in the second half and really gave us a good spark.
Just, I think 2 conversions on third down today kind of seemed to be a problem at times. And was it something they were showing you on third down, just not able to execute?
A little bit of both. I give credit to them. I think their edge rushers, maybe were a little more explosive than we felt like on tape, and they did a good job of changing up some packages with some blitz stuff and, mixed some coverages that I thought got us a little bit off balance, but, all the credit goes to them.
Golden part of it spoke to you. What do you point to as maybe the flip in your guys' performance, like after, nothing seemed to be working much early and then it kind of changed and you guys started to rally back? Was there a moment?
I think it's been, a little bit this season. The takeaways on defense have propelled us to scoring some points. And there was a goal line stop there when that could have went really the other way. However that happened, we ended up with the ball. We flipped the field. We go down and score. We get a great play by Travion Brown, sets up another touchdown. So it started rolling. And that's kind of been the story of our season. We've been just really opportunistic, taking the ball away and creating some field position and then offense capitalizing on those takeaways. So I thought that's kind of, what flipped the momentum here towards the second half.
Could you talk about the kind of defense and its, kind of the bend but don't break? Do you feel like that's sort of what they were doing when it was, although it was 21-0, do you feel like they're maybe playing well enough at that point to keep you guys in it?
Absolutely. I think at a glance, defensively there were some explosive plays and probably not as efficient as we like to be, maybe on some third and long situations. But, there was 2 short fields that they beat us in red zone situations. The one play that sticks out to me is the 3rd and 15. We need to execute and hold them to a field goal. And we knew 7 was going to make plays. We knew 11 was a good receiver. They went and made their plays. But I think overall, I thought it was a very solid effort. Tackling after 5 weeks can always be an issue a little bit. So, I think overall, I think they played well without looking at the stats and just proud of that effort, but I think that's the way our guys typically have always played, just hard, fast, and they never stop believing.
Coach El Paso Times, did you have a little trouble with their defensive line that kind of creates a problem?
Yeah, to the point earlier, I think their edge rushers were the biggest ones that kind of gave us some issues, and I think they did a good job. I think they picked and, chose their spots. They were aggressive. They blitzed. They were high up the field, and they used some speed against, 2 new tackles. So I think they took advantage of that, and credit to them.
You learned a different opponent 5 days before the game. How much did that affect your preparation and leading up to this game?
Well, I think it affected it quite a bit. It kind of just put us back into, quick game mode. We had to kind of flip everything, get their film, change everything that we're doing. We prepared for, the other opponent for 4 weeks. So to do that, the style of the play was a little bit similar, so I think it was okay. So I don't think it was, especially defensively, you really worry about, finding new offenses or different things or tweaks or formations. So, we didn't have a lot of time, so we had one hard day of really practicing it and a lot of walkthroughs and a lot of mental days. So I'm not going to use that as an excuse because it's the same time frame that they had, so it goes both ways, and credit to Central Michigan.
John Blanchett spoke from their view. He got it down to a 1-score game with 10 minutes to go, 10 and a half to go. Ball on your own 30 or so, decision to go for it on 4th down there, what went into that? Was that kind of a momentum call?
I think it was a momentum call, and I think we had some momentum, but at the end of the day, I'm going to walk into that locker room every day and trust and believe in these guys. And they trust and believe in me, so when we get in those type of situations, we've been really successful with them all season long. And I think it's to Nakia's strength. And once again, credit to them. They stopped us, but yeah, it was a big play in the game.
Question on ABC7, just some of the experience, the uncertainty that started earlier in this week, and now here you are, just some of the experience, some will experience.
Well, just like I tell these guys all the time, this is life. You can never just be locked into one thing, and life throws you a curveball. You just got to take it and deal with the adversity and keep preparing and keep being at your best. And, just the Sun Bowl, the whole experience, the city of El Paso. It's been an amazing week. I get a lot of questions of just about the Sun Bowl. I have nothing but positive things to say about it. And they treated us first class all week. And, the circumstances were different. They did everything they could to find us a game, which, our program is indebted to the Sun Bowl and the Sun Bowl Association for allowing our guys to finish this season. It just didn't quite go our way in the end.